Hey guys, welcome to the very first episode of America's Next Top Model Season 17, or as Tyra would like to say, Menstrual Cycle 17. That's always what I think of when I hear Cycle 17. Alright, so yes, I'm not Maddie. Maddie is studying in London for the next semester, so I'm taking over America's Next Top Model. I hope I can do it justice, just as Maddie would. Alright, so Tyra starts out the series and the show by laying in bed dreaming of smizing and being America's Next Top Model All-Stars. She impersonates a few of them. You know, I'm kind of glad that this season Tyra kept the kitsch in the show by being all goofy, but she kept it to a minimum, which was pretty good. Alright, so this is an all-star cycle. It's cycle 17. They have amazing prizes and mentors this season. They really stepped it up, I must say. It's going to be awesome. It's also going to be crazy and full of drama because all of these models are working models and they don't want to have to answer to anybody, especially since they've already been out modeling and everything. For them to come back and be like it was when they were first on the show, there's going to be some craziness, I'm sure. Alright, so let's talk about who the models are. First was Angelique. She was the ghetto girl, but now she's all classy. Laura. She's the country girl from the short cycle. Bianca. Didn't she beat up on some girl, Nikki Blonsky, in the airport, and her mom, too? It was kind of messy. Lisa. She peed in an adult diaper. Alright, Bree, she's Bianca's best friend, and she didn't tell her she was going to be on the show. So there's a little cattiness going on there already. Brittany, she's a party girl with a bad habit. It just seems like she's so, what's the word I'm looking for? Obnoxious. Dominique, she is dragalicious. Yeah, I definitely remember her. She looks fabulous, though, now. She looks different since she's had a baby. Actually, 2 babies. She actually had a baby, like, 2 weeks ago or something. I think that... No, 2 months ago, I'm sorry. She looks fabulous, though, in any case. Sheena, one of the very few Asian girls that have ever been on America's Next Top Model. Fabulous! Isis, the transgender girl. She looks amazing, I must say. Kayla, proud lesbian. Allison, bloody eyeball. Now she's definitely the one I'm rooting for. She was a few cycles ago. I just love quirky looking models. I think they really catch your eye and it gives you really something that is extremely interesting to look at. Camille, the diva. She was actually pretty quiet for the way she acted up in her season. But guess what? It's only episode 1. Shannon, she was the good girl who didn't pose nude in season 1. Respect. Alexandria, I actually remember her from last cycle. She looks very exotic to me. She looks very, like, Russian. I don't know why, but when I look at her, I think Russian. Alright, so they pick their beds. Jay arrives and announces that the very first photo shoot is going to be in the backyard. And it's going to be them in the larger than life-size version of themselves. So Bianca wasted no time being bitchy. She didn't want to put the little red hair pieces in her hair. Alright, let me just say, it is much cooler this season watching models who actually know how to model rather than people taking horrible pictures. It's really, yeah, well, most of them know how to model anyway. Some of the pictures were not that good. So Shannon already would not pose in the underwear. They wanted her to be the good girl in, like, the white lacy underwear. And she said no. Underwear is for her husband only. But they were all like, blah, 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 because she wanted to wear a little bathing suit, bikini bottom, which was smaller than the lace underwear. And, you know, they made a big deal out of it, but I could definitely see her point that the lace is suggestive, and it is underwear. There is a difference between underwear and a bathing suit. Not much of a difference, but the difference is up here, not so much in what is actually on. All right, so they're having, for the first time ever, a live runway judging at Nokia Plaza. And they have a guest judge slash mentor. I don't know why they called her a mentor, because it was like, I don't know what she was mentoring to them about. It wasn't like she gave them some guidance in terms of like, do this or don't do that, unless they just cut it out completely. But Nicki Minaj was the mentor slash guest judge. Nigel Barker is back, and yeah, he grew some hair. It was pretty weird. I'm not used to seeing him like that. It kind of looked laughable at first, but then I got used to it. And of course, everyone's favorite, Andre Leon Talley, who I will never understand. He's supposed to be so fashionable, and he always comes out wearing like a black shower curtain cape thing. I don't know, but I really like him. All right, so during the introductions, someone cursed out Alexandria as she was walking down the runway. Horrors, that is so rude. I mean, really. And Sheena, she rocked out a vintage jumpsuit. I was ready to look it up online and buy one of those because that was totally hot. Loved it. Great on the runway, but her picture was kind of mediocre, which was a shame because she really worked it. All right, the judges, after everyone was introduced, went in private to discuss what the deal was. And we find out that this week's judging is based on crowd reaction and polling of the crowd as well. So right away, Britney stood out to me as drunk. I don't know how else to describe her. She was just so obnoxious. She's like an obnoxious blow-up doll. She tries to be rock and roll, but it just comes off as like she's drunk and annoying. No more annoying than Lisa, though. I'm sorry, I just don't like Lisa. She's just so abrasive and so out there and in your face, and I don't think that's good. Alexandria, her pick wasn't good, and the crowd thing kind of was not good either. Isis, she took a hot picture. The pose that she was doing was amazing. It was like she was levitating almost, like walking on water on her hands and knees. It was really cool. And her body is smoking hot now. It looks really amazing. Bianca, what else can you say besides she's a bitch? And I love it. All right, so first called out was Isis, and I think deservedly so. Now, this is the way it went down. Next was Allison, Camille, Lisa, Angelia, Laura, Bree, Bianca, Shannon, Dominique, Sheena, Kayla. So that means the bottom two was Brittany and Alexandria. But I'll get to that in a second. I just think I agreed with everything that they, the order that they picked the pictures, except for Lisa and Angelique. I probably would have put more towards the bottom. Their pictures just seem pretty ordinary to me. I don't know. But anyway, Brittany and Alexandria is in the bottom. And Brittany gets eliminated. And I think that was probably the right decision that they made. They said at least Alexandria, the crowd was against her, but at least they weren't indifferent to her. And that's true, because you're going to get lovers and haters, but as long as you create excitement, either good or bad, I mean, it's good. But it's good to have more good than bad. Hope that made sense. Probably didn't, but oh well. Next time, if you are looking forward to drama this season, I don't think you're going to be disappointed whatsoever. So Tyra, let the games begin. Till next time, much love.